Alright, this will be a continuation of the last stream. I had to reboot my computer because I hadn't done that in a while. The stream starts to run slow. I have to cut the stream to reboot my computer. When I rebooted my computer, it decided to do some big software update, which said it was going to take almost an hour. So I decided why not just wait until after midnight, and then I can count this as my stream for the day if I want to. Or I can do a second one later. So that's kind of like a little hack to get multiple pieces of content out, I guess. But yeah, we were just barely starting to get to the backlog work. We spent time going over the Scrum process and the sprint process, how we're structuring that. Last week was a research week, an off week, so I could rest in between the design sprint and the product development sprint, which is officially started yesterday. So we organized all of our backlog. Our backlog is all the features and little things that we'd need functioning for this MVP by the end of the week. That's a product demo. And yeah, we spent some time going through them, critiquing the app as it stands currently. These are all the things that would need to change on it to get it to a good MVP point. So now we just start attacking it as quickly as possible. And this is where we were. We had already done dedicated groups page. This is what we were working on when things started getting really slow. So I'm just going to reboot yarn run start. That'll boot up my webpack, compiling, live reloading. It brings all the code automatically into the site, updates it every time you save a file. That's the idea, at least. Sometimes we run into little issues with it. Okay, so the first thing we did was create a dedicated groups page. We'll make sure that this groups component is on this page. Okay, so yeah, that's just a dedicated page for these subgroups. And then come back to Trello. We were starting to work on this nav bar. So I'm just gonna start cruising on all of these. You know, not really necessary that all of this stuff needs to be live streamed. It's pretty basic HTML, PHP, some of it. I mean, it's not heavy in the PHP, it's just template, basic templating. But I figure someday someone might want to go back and reference how I created a specific feature, things like that. So I'm just gonna turn the music up a little bit, go into a late night vibe, early AM. I'm gonna just drag this off screen too for a little while. Clean things up over here. Okay, we're just gonna work on this groups page for now. We'll focus on the home page later. So we wanted to get rid of this background in the header, background color. So now it's transparent. It feels like it opens up the app a lot. It feels like there's a lot of space to breathe. there are going to be some legibility issues using this gray when it scrolls on top of things. So we'll probably want to brighten some of that. The other thing is I want to start leaning more towards an app design. I know in the design sprint we were focusing on it more like a mobile application, which is ideally where we want it to go. But in the meantime, we can have a web app that almost looks like a iOS type of app when it's on a phone, and then has more of a desktop type of feel when it's on the computer like this. I think be good to look at some inspiration real quick actually. So who has a really good web app interface? Stripe does. I don't really want to open my Stripe account on a stream. Okay, I'm gonna pull up Stripe on a different screen. Just because it could have some customer data in there, I wouldn't want to expose anyone. Okay, so we have the sidebar. It's really similar to kind of WordPress layout. I mean, all SaaS products have this sidebar layout. I think I may want to be different in that, but you don't really have to choose. Like, I really like how Notion has done their sidebar, so you can clean it up and then it just pops up. It's awesome. Or you can just pop it out like that. So I'd really be interested in doing something like that. Trello, for example, they sorry, I gotta crack my neck sometimes. They kind of have a sidebar in these cards, which is pretty cool. And then there's really no sidebar except for this menu right here, which just works for the single board. So, I mean, I don't think you can navigate really through a left sidebar on Trello, which I actually kind of like. I mean, I know it's not good to just break norms in like UI or UX experience, but we'll see about that left sidebar. I don't really see a need for it exactly at the moment yet. We'll see. Gorgeous docs console. So we'll clean a few of these up. We'll definitely put groups up there. I mean, that's pretty much the only feature we're focusing on this week. So you don't really have to specify groups. If that's basically going to be the home page. Do we even need a nav bar? Huh. Okay, just for fun, let's see what it looks like when we get rid of the logo as well. I'll probably put it back as soon as possible, but where is our text editor? Alright, so that messes with flex, the flex box. Yeah, I think we'll keep that. I mean, I'm trying to go really clean with things, but that just kind of throws off the usability in some ways because, yeah, each community would have their own logo up here. So it wouldn't be my logo, it would be like the Future or Gary V or Pat Flynn, Neil Patel, stuff like that. Groups. I really don't like how this is a little bit laggy, but I think it's only because I'm streaming. I'll have to verify that later. It almost has like a glass effect. It almost seems like there's a blur in the background somewhere a little bit sometimes. Looks kind of cool. Okay. Let's go back to our backlog. Okay, we're still working on the nav bar. We got rid of the background color. Now we can shrink the height. I'll probably shrink the logo as well. I mean, I like it. It looks WordPressy. It almost has like a Neil Patel type of style. I don't think that's like how his sites necessarily look anymore. But this big spacing and the big letters. Let's just see what it looks like if we shrink it down. So I'm going to come into where is this getting its size from? Is it in the logo itself? Let's go to views, SVG, logo, height 32. Let's drop this down to 28. Okay. Yeah. I just want to see what it would look like if it was white. Probably a little too bright. Let's try something a little in between, maybe. Huh. I mean, I just like this because it takes the attention off of it, but this isn't a functional community at the moment, so if it were, say, like the Future Pro group or something, you'd probably want that logo a little more noticeable, at least. But on sizing, I think that's good. I wouldn't want to go any smaller than that. I'm wondering if we want to get rid of the sticky. I don't think it really adds to the experience anymore, other than providing a login that's always tied to the top of the viewport. But no, I say let's get rid of that for now. Okay. Now we don't have that legibility problem. PY3. There's a lot of space here, but that's okay for now. Now, as to updating the design, I mean, what is there to do? I think we should just clean this up a bit. So, I think we can make this so it's only visible if you're logged in. My courses. Okay, I need this to still be functional for my courses on Bonsai. So, I'm wondering if I should just get rid of the LMS functionality for now and just make it exclusive or private content, so members only. Because we'd still have all the same functionality, but lose a lot of the complexity that comes with having an LMS baked in there. So we could have groups, courses. I don't have to delete it just now, but I could start moving in that direction. Docs. Yeah, I think Docs is going to become my new development page for developers. And then consult. I can get rid of that for now. That's kind of an experimental feature that I didn't really go anywhere. Let's see. We could call it members. Groups, courses, members. And you could choose to have your membership on there or not. But just want to see what it looks like if I get rid of all of this for now. Because I don't think I'd do that on the home page, but on the groups page, yeah. Okay. Yes. So And could we do that with an icon? Log in. It could be a groups icon. Okay. Yeah, let's just keep those off for now so that during the sprint this week we can focus a little more. And so groups is our focus. But we don't need to put just one-page groups up there. We'll want to put like a settings. We'll want to have a different nav bar based on if you're logged in or not. And if you're logged in, then you have access to settings and a couple things like that. But we'll take those later on. Right now we focus on our backlog. So we've shrunk the height. Update design. We have updated the design. Do we need to say login with the arrow? What does Stripe do on their homepage? Dashboard. It's not bad. Yeah, what if everyone had a dashboard? That would be interesting. I really like that idea. I've thought of it along the way before, but then I have to ask myself, what would this dashboard look like? What would it do? It would definitely look like Stripe. I am like in love with Stripe. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much in love with all their design work. It's very top notch. Yeah, I like that. See, I think it's okay for the home page to look like that. But then you'll go to dashboard and it'll take you to your groups. And this would be on a subdomain. So say like the future.bonsai.so. You'd want that to take you directly to your dashboard. So we don't really need to focus on the landing page yet. Like I've said, that'll come after the sprint this week, I think. So we don't need this dashboard button or anything yet, although I do like playing with that idea. I'm just gonna log into Stripe again. So they don't really have a logged out version other than that dashboard. And I don't think this would necessarily be taking you to a dashboard. I don't know that that would be the number one place. We could definitely test that down the road. But I mean, I do really like the simplicity of just their top bar. Profile, sign out. Okay, so if you're signed in, it says dashboard, but if you're not signed in, then it says sign in. Now, what's another example we could look at? Let's see what Circle's doing. Pricing, login, get started. Pricing, login, get started. So that's for the home page. I can't log in because my account's messed up there. Notion. Yeah, that's kind of like my homepage set up a little more. Makes me feel better about that. Log in. Okay, then we know what Notion looks like when you are logged in. It's just like a thin little app up here. I already have these buttons set out there. I didn't meditate today. Okay, let's say that we're logged in. I think I'm logged in. Okay, it's not fully styled, but that's okay. Now, when I come to inspect, I believe there's a class that says I'm logged in. Yeah, logged in. So we're gonna grab this class. And I've actually never messed with this one much before. I don't think so. But this one will be fun. So we'll go into, let's close this all up, go into assets inside of our theme, bonsai theme, resources, assets, styles, leaf. And we'll go under components, header, logged in. When you're logged in, we want this login button. Okay, first let's give this login button something more specific. Such as login button. And then we'll come in here and say, login button. We can just extend D none. Or we could just do display none. It's actually probably more practical. Okay, so that's still there. I could either log in on localhost, which I don't have the credentials saved, so I think the quicker way would be to do run a yarn run build. I think that should update my proxy. It's easier to save my login credentials on the proxy because I use a local host, which is the live reloaded version. I use that for every project, so if I save my credentials on there, it would overwrite my other credentials. So I only save my credentials to the proxy versions. So let's take a look. the style's updated, then the login button shouldn't be there. And we're in business. So what would be there if you were logged in? I think this. Show XS. So I think I only have that turned on extra small. Let's turn that smaller. Make it smaller. I mean, what am I talking about? Make it appear on all screen sizes. I was lost in thought thinking about this hamburger menu type thing. I don't know what they call this. Not a hamburger, but the 3 dots. It really does cause people some confusion, which confuses me, but I've seen it happen in websites I've built. Okay, that's still not that. Oh, it's because I didn't update. There we go. It's not clickable at the moment. There we go. Okay, so I've got it working as a modal. It'd probably work better as just like a pop out. That's how I used to have it. The modal works for now, but it's kind of just seems a little unnecessary. Though it does put all of your attention here, so you could put like some type of call to action modal in the center. Something like that. Okay, we'll want to style this. I don't know why it's white. Let's see what that does. Okay, let's see why it has a background color. There's a border. What happens if we add a background to it? Okay. So let's add a background. So we're in mobile menu. Let's see, where should we add this header? Yeah. So we have mobile menu, border radius. We're gonna add I think we would actually add this in dark. So that way if we want to turn dark mode off, it'll go back to white. So we'll go under dark main. Say background. PG, dark. 0 is the darkest and 3 is the lightest, I think. Let's try dark 0, just to see what that looks like. Yarn run start. That doesn't seem like the darkest color. And we're going to need to add a border as well. Or just remove it. I can say none, right? I think so. Yeah. We'll try 1. It's the body color. No, that won't work. Try something lighter, I guess. So we'll try 2 or 3. Let's try 2 first. Okay, that looks pretty good, but it's still hard to see. Let's try 3. Whoa, that's really dark. Huh. So 0 was the lightest color, actually. I mean, we could go like Notion. They don't even have a background to it. Let's give that a try. So I'll actually match it to the background color of the body, which is 1. And then we'll come into the header. We're going to do text white. Okie dokie. Now these could maybe use spaces in between them. That might look weird. We'll see. Yeah, that does look weird. Line height. What if we did add some line spacing though? Because they're a little too close together. Unless you just want to make them bigger. Let's try making them bigger first. So I'll do... Let's test it in here. Font size. 18 pixels. Let's try bigger. I think 18 looks good. Let's just give that some line spacing. Letter spacing. 1 rem. Okay, 0.1 rem. Yeah, maybe a little smaller, 0.08, 0.07, 0.06, 0.05, 0.06. Yeah. I think that border radius is probably a little too much too. Let's tone down to at least 6. Then I'll just refresh this, get rid of those dev tool styles. Expected leading 0. Not bad. Alright, that login button's starting to look a little funky. Let's take a look. Padding top 10. I want to shrink that down. Make it a little smaller now since we've shrunk it all down a little bit. Are we in a reload loop? Nope. Okay. Definitely gonna want some hover interaction on that. Let's take a look at this button. Padding top, we'll take this down. Five. And then we want to add some padding here. Okay, we have a line height right here. Let's try messing with that first, maybe. There we go. I'll just increase this until it's vertically centered. I think that looks a lot better. Maybe a little bit more. Let's try 0.75 maybe. 0.8. I mean, yeah, that's not doing anything really. Weird. Okay, I guess we can just get rid of the line height. Take a look at this padding. So this is top. 9%. Okay, that looks pretty good to my eye at the moment. Guess we'll take a look later and see. Cool. And if you're logged in, then this login button won't even show. So that would just be a really clean interface. Let's get an idea of what that would look like. Wow. Okay, clearly we have to run the build process for that to get updated. I would like to log in as just like a user that won't see the admin bar. I'm not sure if I figured out how to do that exactly yet, but for now I'll remove that admin bar from the front end of the website. So say when it's on admin dash bar, when it's on logged in, we're going to take the admin bar and we will denum that shit. Expected empty line, my bad. Okay, that's pretty clean. Don't like that focus. I'll have to change that later. Do you like the login pointing towards the menu button? Or would it be better on the right side of it? I'm not quite sure. Goops. I wonder what a goop is. I bet it's a thing. Goop. To throb violently or painfully as a boil before it bursts or is lanced. Yeah. It's like gooping. What up, goop? Hey, yo. You don't want to dig too deep into the Urban Dictionary, it'll get crazy. Okay, I have to pee extremely bad, so I'll be right back. Just an easy way to see what this looks like. Oops. The wrong one. So that's what it would look like if you're logged in. And I mean, we could deal with that for now. I'm not really big on that. It works pretty well on mobile. That's one thing. Works really well on an iPhone SE, which is the smallest screen size, really. So that's pretty cool. While we see it, let's just go in and fix that real quick. So that's going to be grid. So this one, I saw two of them in there. Partial script grid, yeah. So let's take all of these cards. I think they all have the same. Nope. Just put the pointer on two of them. Okay, those two are different. Let's say MX2, MT2. Okay, a couple of these are funky, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Only seems like it's working on one of those. Because these two are different, let's make them the same. MX2. And MT2. I love how it just like animates in. It's sick. Okay, that looks pretty good. Those look pretty even. Can we change this to... What happens if it turns into MT2? I know that's too close, but... What if it was nothing? There we go. And if it's not responsive, it's probably like way too close. Yeah. So this bottom row, we need some identifier on it. We'll call it desktop grid for now. Might change that later. Then we're going to come into style as leaf under responsive. I'm surprised I don't have anything in here. Guess I haven't gotten to the point where I'm really refining a lot of the responsive custom stuff yet. So, what do we call it? Desktop grid. We'll say extend MT5. We're just going to make sure that's working first before we add the media queries. Okay. So I don't think we need MT5. Let's try MT3 is probably a lot more doable. It's taking a while to compile. Okay, I think that looks a lot more realistic. And now we just need a media query. So where do I have some of those sitting around? Here we go. I need to make like a little snippets library of all these. So we're gonna say when it's a large screen, we want to add that. And we actually can't use an extension inside of a media query, now that I think of it. Text align center. We're saying margin, top. Let's go back to the dev tools. I want to grab this row with this desktop grid. That's one rem, important. And it should appear the same. Now if we turn the responsive part on. Yep, goes back to normal. And then let's see how it looks on like an iPad. Or just a smaller screen. Okay, so that's still the 3, MT3 basically. It still looks good there. This looks a little funky. Probably just because the gutter in between. I think it's doable. I think it passed for the prototype. I don't think we're gonna be testing on too many screen sizes like this. But let me just take a look at this real quick. So we have this card, and then yeah, the column gutter. I don't want to get rid of that right now. So if we wanted to, we could add more height. I think that would make it look a little bit better on this screen size, but let's take a look. So we don't have to do every screen size for the first prototype or MVP demo. Let's say we were on an iPad Pro. Okay, that's vertical. That looks good. It's horizontal. That looks good. Let's go down to iPad. Vertical looks bad. Horizontal looks good. So we could just tell them to rotate it. iPhone X looks good. iPhones 6, 7, 8 Plus, 6, 7, 8. Those all look good. iPhone SE, that looks good. Galaxy S5, that looks good. Galaxy Fold, that looks good. Okay, so the only screen size it doesn't look good on is the iPad when it's vertical. So I think we can just tell people not to demo it in that screen. And even if they did, it's still usable. So we don't need to focus on that just yet. Not quite sure what's going on here. Web. Oh yeah, it's because we have extra height right here. Under speaking. Let's take a look at that. Okay. Huh. I don't see how it's... okay, these need to have a P0 and a PV3. Interesting. Okay, let's try that. Looks a little better, but I'm not sure why we have extra height there. Oh no, I'm out of tea. Oh no, I'm not. Stuff's still hot. Yes. I do love me some tea. Alright, that gap is still there. Not sure where the speaking is getting that extra height from. Image, card body, speaking. There's no card body on these ones. It's just MT2. I had images like JPEGs that I was using in those ones before, so that's why those two are a little different. Okay, I'm not gonna get hung up on that for now. Yeah, that's still there. I'll just inspect it real quick, as any good developer would do before giving up. Okay, it's not on that. Just like this extra height in here somewhere. Card body. Why is it still showing the card body? I don't think it updated. Oh yeah, this will fix it. This will fix it because it gave a vertical padding, I believe. Which is why those had different heights, both of them. And voila. There we go. Okay, at least the iPad vertical is usable if somebody were to pull it up like that. Hopefully they don't. Yeah, that looks better. I mean, we could increase the height a little bit. I think we should. Let's go back in here. I want to do responsive. We're going to say margin top 1 rem. What should we make it? Desktop grid. I mean, it does match the horizontal gutter size a lot better that way. Let's try it out. Okay, that's not too bad. And let's get rid of some of this vertical spacing up here. Groups, PT5, MY5, that's a little excessive. Where would that be? Under grid. Let's get rid of the PT5 for now. Okay. Okay, responsive is looking good. We can just go back to normal. Okay, I don't know how we got distracted on that from our backlog, but it happens sometimes. So we were working on updating the design. The nav bar, I think we're pretty good on that. Let's move that over. Now we're going to go over to the topics tab. Mark that as my priority. List topics, new circle, trial, embed circle, SO. So I'm glad I got the bonsai circle subdomain, but we're having some technical issues, so I'm just gonna start a new free trial for like a developer account. And I'll just create a new account. I'll do Mason. This will be my third community I've created. I kind of wish they'd just give me a developer account. I should like ask them directly about that. What's another community? I mean, one day I might do an HDY brand, I'm not sure. See if that's available. I think it is, yeah. Create your first space. General. No, we'll just call it test. So I post the first topic. Post the first topic. Test post title. Test post. Custom HTML. You can add iframes in there now, which is pretty dope. Post topic. Okay. I'll go to settings. Embed. Topic widget. Okay, I'm going to be embedding these topics first of all. Let's see how we have it coded already. So under grid. Okay, we'll close up styles for now. And just remind myself what I'm working on. Topics tab, okay. General content challenge. So this is something we didn't answer in the design sprint. We've kind of got to answer it now. We didn't answer it in the prototype, so. Well, actually the prototype was quite a bit different than what we're working on at the moment. So, do we curate topics, or do we provide an open feed of all topics under that? Because I think there is a good opportunity actually to provide a platform that allows you to curate your circle community, feature different posts, because that's kind of something that Facebook is able to do through its algorithms. In some sense, it fails at it on others, but if you, the community creator, could basically design. It's almost as if you could design your algorithm for Facebook groups, but you can just curate it yourself. So you can take your favorite topics in each group, sticky them to the top, and then you could provide like a general discussion below if you wanted to, or in another space. Yeah, let's go with that for now. So say we had a test topic right here. Let's see. Where did we even have that embedded? Okay, we don't have it here. Let's enable those first of all. So Come into grid, groups. Okay, so now we need to find our way to the modal window. So we'll go into views, partials, modals, groups, Instagram, tab 1. This is under partials, groups, Instagram. Tab 1. Now the reason I don't have these tabs underneath the modals folder is because if they're outside of it, then we could technically make them full page components as well. They don't just have to exist within the modal windows. They could exist within cards or anything really. Just a page. Alright, so we have general, and we've commented out this content courses pitch 01. We don't have that over here, do we? Content courses pitch kit. Okay. Let me just reference back to the futures project. Views content courses. Yeah, it'll be easier if I just grab these files from over here. Content courses, pitch kit. Whoa. Oh, it's pitch kit 01. Okay. So we'll just take 01, 2, and 3. Come back over to bonsai. Where's this pitch kit? Okay. Where should we put this? Content. This definitely doesn't go under courses. I think we just do it under groups, so partials, groups, Instagram. Yeah, and then under Instagram, we'll do another folder, call it topics for now. Could turn into discussions. For now, topics fits better. Then we will paste those in here. 01, 02, 03. We're going to grab these, comment them. Instead of content courses pitch kit, it's going to be partials, groups, Instagram, topics. Let's give it a refresh. There we go. There's our other accordions. So yeah, we could turn these into actual categories instead of topics. But let's leave them topics for now. We can match up all the wording later. Because Circle has their own vocabulary. I have my own vocabulary. Topics, spaces, categories. So let's just say test. Gonna do some dummy content for now. Test. Dunk, dunk. And then these would be topics. It's starting to get really thin though. So, no, that's something we could do later. Let's kind of comment that out or delete it for now. I'm gonna come into here. Just inside of here. Let's try adding an embed. So where is, let's go grab that from the future. So we have tab 2, which is an iframe, a legal kit. Huh. Okay, so that's for a certain topic. Yeah, space. That's a whole space. So I almost think you would just put this. Okay, I'm just going to test it in there. I'm also going to test it inside of tab 2. Yeah. No, not tab 2. Topics. Yeah, let's just put it underneath topics for now. So we put it inside of that, and let's also just drop one. Oh, that's all the members. We'll drop it below the curated, because I'd like it to kind of be like you can feature and easily pin different conversations you'd want. Okay, so the space slug goes here. Let me grab this space slug. Oh, now I can access the future program? What? That's so weird. Okay, spaces. So this is the test space. So I think you just put test. And let's check that out. Okay. Now somehow I was able to control that with let's go to the future. Did we set this width and height right here? Probably. Let me see this style. And then I grab this over here. There we go. That one will probably need to be thinner even. Huh. Why is that not opening? Give it a refresh. There we go. Okay, let's just narrow that width a little bit. Come on, why are you refreshing, dog? Oh man. Okay. Take this. Just want to see how skinny we can make it before it kind of breaks. Here we go. Iframe. Wait. What? Man, I don't know why my performance is sucking so bad. Might have to start streaming off the PC again. Look at that thing go. What is it working so hard on? I mean, probably streaming mostly. Yeah, OBS is really sucking it up like crazy. Alright, I'll shut off my camera. That might help a little bit. Well, if we keep experiencing this, then I might have to try going back to streaming from the PC. So I do the development on the Mac, but then I output the display to the PC so that the PC can be a dedicated streaming machine. And it handles it like a champ, so that would work fine. But yeah, if we can just scroll around here, there we go. Width. Is it even being responsive right now? Or is this the other one? No? Should be it. Huh. Oh no, okay. Yeah, it's just being really slow. So I'm not sure what's going on. I'm probably gonna have to cut the stream. But I'll probably get some work done offline too. I don't think it's necessary to document every single feature that I'm doing. But this is at least something to give someone a taste of it. Yeah, I can't even update things in live time right now. I have no idea what's going on. OBS is just sucking up a lot of CPU. Alright, so here's the deal. We take this product backlog, We started a new circle trial. Now we've embedded circle. Now we just need to style it. And we'll mess with a couple other things as far as where we're going to put those embeds. But yeah, we got, this is pretty much over here, other than I want to style it. So if I did put that over there, I'd say we're pretty well in line to hit our Thursday deadline, which is what I'm hoping for. So I'll be attacking this later on today, I believe, in a stream. It's actually 2 a.m. right now, so yeah, I'll wake up and do another stream sometime tomorrow evening. Anyways, stay cool, my babies.